All right, so we're started. So this is what it looks like. So the very first thing that each of us need to do is choose a famous Alabamian. So somebody who's famous who came from Alabama. So to do that, we're going to look at a list of famous people from Alabama. I'm going to go through them. If you see somebody or you just want to wait till the end to make your decision on who you want to choose, you can do that. But if you see one that you really like, just type their name in the chat box so that you can remember, okay? And then we can look up stuff about that person together. All right. Okay, so let's look at the list of famous people from Alabama together, and then you guys can see if you find anybody from that list interesting, okay? Okay, so here is the list. We're going to start here. So I'm just going to, you'll see their picture and then I'll read their name and tell you what they were famous for, just really briefly. Okay, that's Mia Hamm. She was a famous soccer player, or is a famous soccer player. This is Rosa Parks. She was an activist from Alabama. This is Lionel Richie. He is a music artist. This is Laverne Cox. She's an actress, an activist. This is, I'm not familiar with her as much, but this is Robin Roberts. She's in TV. This is Jesse Owens. He was a runner, an athlete. This is Hank Aaron. He was a baseball player from Mobile. Here in Mobile, that's where Miss Brown lives. We have a stadium dedicated to him, the Hank Aaron Stadium. This is Helen Keller. She was an educator. She was a lot of stuff, an activist. She was an author, a lot of different things. This is Harper Lee from Monroeville. If any of you are from there, was an author, wrote To Kill a Mockingbird there. This is Roy Wood. I'm not as familiar with him either, but he says he's a comedian from Birmingham. This is Courtney Cox. She's an actress. Charles Barkley. He is a basketball player. Well, he doesn't play anymore, but he was a fantastic basketball player. This is Tim Cook. He's the CEO of Apple. This is Coretta Scott King. She's also an activist. This is Emmylou Harris. She's a singer. This is Bo Jackson. He played football and baseball at the same time. This is George Wallace. I'm not familiar with him. He's a politician. This is Mae Jemison. She was an astronaut. This is Lucas Black. He was an actor. This is Carl Lewis. He was a track and field athlete. This is Tom Joyner, radio host. This is Joe Louis. He was a boxer. Nat King Cole. I'm sure you've heard him around Christmas time. He's a singer. He was a singer. This is Zelda Fitzgerald. She was an author. This is, I'm not going to go on him. This is Willie Mays. This is another baseball player, very famous from Alabama. This is Terrell Owens. He is a football star, was a football star. I don't think he plays anymore. This is Satchel Paige, another famous baseball player from Mobile. Condoleezza Rice, she's a politician from Birmingham. This is Brittany Howard, and a personal favorite. She's a singer from the Alabama Shakes. I actually went and saw them. They're fabulous. This is Hank Williams Sr. He's a country singer. This is Octavia Spencer. She's an actress. Love her. Paul Bearer, pro wrestling manager and TV personality. Jameis Winston. He is a football player currently. Maddie Moss Clark, she was a gospel singer. Let's see who else on here. Nell Carter, she was a singer also, and also an actress. AJ McCarron, who is actually my cousin's husband. So this hits close to home. He is a football player. He played at Alabama. Now he plays in the XFL. Kate Jackson was an actress. Let's see, who else? Evander Holyfield was a boxer from Atmore. I actually did not know he was from here. There's my cousin. That's Catherine. A lot of you probably don't recognize her. She's in pageants. So I think she was in Miss USA. Felicia Day was an actress and comedian, or is rather, she's still alive. Wilson Pickett is also a singer. We'll just scroll quickly so we can get started. Okay, so I'm going to stop there and see. Let me see. We had chosen Helen Keller. Can you see if it was already submitted? I don't see, Christian, anything submitted for you in the OLS. However, if you still have that, wherever you did your work, whether it was if you wrote it or you typed it, you could just upload it to the Padlet if you already have it. Let me get the Padlet real quick. That would be helpful. So Carly and Jamal, did you guys see anybody that you were interested in doing your outline on? While I'm looking for that Padlet link. There it is.
Your cousin.
Catherine Webb.
Page. Like, where do you find?
How do you even get to the Padlet from the page?
The Padlet, I'll put the link in the chat box right there. Is that what you were asking, Christian? How to get to the Padlet?
Is that the only way to get to the link?
Well, no, it's in the newsletter. The link for the Padlet's in the newsletter. It's been in a couple emails. It may be with the lesson. Let me look. That lesson was 3.9 in Alabama history. It was where you had a unit test. Let's see if it's in there. Nope, the Padlet link is not in the lesson because there's a place for you to actually submit a picture inside the lesson, so you don't have to go to Padlet.
So what I'm having issues with, I went back yesterday after we got off, and I went because I remember, like you said last time, I had no problem uploading it. So then I read all the emails that we got, and you guys changed it, right? So now it's different because before there wasn't a Padlet that you just logged on to, but now it's through the OLS. So that's why I guess it was different this time, because I can't, like, if I'm not on this right now, right here, how else do you get to the Padlet? Well, you can do this when you're not in this class.
Yeah, so you can go to, do you know where our newsletter is? The 4th grade newsletter?
Yeah. Yeah, so those emails.
It is in an email. Yeah, Miss Smith sends it every Friday. It should be a link to it. So if you click on the link to the newsletter, there's a tab up there that says work samples. Okay. And if you click on that, her Padlet will be there.
Okay, that's where to find it. That's what my problem was. I kept coming on here.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, where is it? And it's not there. And I was like, there was a link. And so, yeah. Okay, so now I got it.
Okay, cool. Okay, y'all let me know if you already have yours, just pop it in that Padlet and we can grade it that way. You don't have to go back to the OLS.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Carly, who did you want to do yours on? And Jamal, who do you want to do yours on? Oh, I see you already put it in there. Okay, Jamal wants to do Evander Holyfield. Good choice. Let me go back up to him. He was a boxer, I think. Right? Let's find Evander. Is that him? Nope, that's Joe Lewis. Boop, 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 boop. Aaron. Where was Evander at? He must have been towards the bottom. There he is. Okay. So, well, Jamal, you have to choose one. Carly, can you come on your mic and tell me who you want to do yours so we can start it? You want what?
Your cousin.
Okay, so Catherine Webb is yours. So what I want you guys to do, go grab a piece of paper for me and something to write with so that we can finish it together today. Okay, so Jamal, go grab a piece of paper, something to write with, and Carly, you grab a piece of paper, something to write with, okay? All right, so here's what we're going to do. On the top of your paper, we're going to write the name of our famous Alabamian. Okay, so let me pull up the whiteboard. So for example, Carly, at the top of yours, that's what you would write. Right in the middle, at the top of your paper, just write Catherine Webb. Okay, and I'll put yours on this side. And Jamal, if you'll tell me who you're doing yours on, I'll write yours on the right side of the screen. Okay. Jamal, who are you doing yours on? Evander or Zelda? Zelda. Okay. So let me scroll back up to Zelda. This is not the Zelda that's in the video game. This is an author, Zelda Fitzgerald. Just so you're aware, I don't want you to think that she has anything to do with the video game. Okay, so on your paper, Jamal, you're going to write at the top her name, and I'll put it for you here. Just like that. Right at the top in the middle. So on this side, Carly, is what you're going to write for yours, and this side of the screen is going to be for Jamal. Okay. Once you have their name, I want you to write birthday, and I'll type it out for you. Birthday and then a colon, like that. Okay, write the word birthday and then put a colon. So Zelda, let me put hers over here. Jamal, Zelda was born July 24th of 1900, so that's what you're going to write on your paper. And Carly, let me go back to Catherine. Catherine was born April 24th of 1989. Okay, so Carly, write that on your paper. April 24th, or you should have birthday, a colon, and then April 24th, 1989. Okay. Jamal, are you writing? Okay. All right. So the next thing it says we need is where they were born. So you're going to put, let me get the next text. Born in, and then a colon, just like that. So Catherine was born in Montgomery, Alabama. So Carly, that's what you're going to write. Montgomery, Alabama. Born in Montgomery, Alabama. And then Zelda was also born in Montgomery, Alabama. Okay. So Jamal, make sure you get that part. Okay, Carly, give me a thumbs up when you're finished. All right, the next part, you're going to write death. And Carly, you're going to write still alive because she has not died yet. So on your paper, write death, colon, and then write still alive. And then Jamal, you're going to write death, colon, and March 10th of 1948 is when Zelda died. Okay. So for each of these, just go down one line. Okay. Carly, did you get that part? Perfect. All right. Let me see what else. Okay. 2 childhood facts is what we need next. So on your, let me fix this. On your side, Carly, you're going to write childhood facts, then a colon, and then the next line, you're going to write a number 1, like that. Childhood facts, and then underneath that, write a number 1. And same thing for you, Jamal. Childhood facts, and then write a number 1. And we're going to look at both of them, and you guys can choose what you would like to say about their childhood, okay? Y'all let me know when you have this part copied down. Okay, Carly's done. Jamal, let me know when you have the words childhood facts copied. Okay, Jamal's done. So I'm going to screen share with you, and we'll do Catherine's first. Let me look at. Hers. Okay, so Carly, there's not a ton about Catherine on here, but we'll read what they have. Okay, so Carly, here are a couple different things you could choose from. So you could say she was a semifinalist in the Miss Georgia USA 2008 pageant. That's one thing. She was crowned Miss Alabama in 2012. She finished in the top 10 of the Miss USA pageant in 2012. Let's see what else. She went to Auburn University. Let's see what else. Let's see. She's on YouTube. Could say that. She was at the BCS National Championship game. She was a contestant on the game show called Splash. Okay, which of those, Carly, do you want to put? You got to choose two of them. So let's go back to your whiteboard. Come on your microphone and tell me which of those facts you want to put on yours.
She was on YouTube.
Okay.
And crowned Miss Alabama 2012.
All right, so there's yours, Carly. All right, so while Carly's copying that, Jamal, I'm going to read you some facts about Zelda. And she has a lot more on her because she's a lot older, obviously. Okay, so let's see here. All right, Jamal, her mother was named Minerva. Zelda was named after a book. Her father was an associate justice of the Supreme Court. He was very strict. She was born during the Civil War. Her family was very privileged. Zelda took ballet lessons and she liked spending time in the outdoors. Let's see. It says Zelda was very smart, but she was uninterested in school. Let's see, she married F. Scott Fitzgerald. And let's see, when did they get married? Not quite there yet. They first met in 1918 at a country club. So Jamal, do you any of those do you want to put on yours?
I choose A.
What do you mean you choose A? What facts? You need to choose two facts from what I just read about her. What did you find interesting that I read about her? What about she took ballet lessons? You want to add that one?
Yes.
Okay, she took ballet class. And then number 2, let's see about another one. What about her dad was an assistant justice in the Supreme Court?
No.
No. Okay. What about she was born during the American Civil War?
No.
Okay. What about she was smart, but she didn't like to go to school?
Yes.
Okay. We'll put that one. Okay. So there's yours, Jamal. You can start copying those. And now we need to say why they were famous. Okay. So, Carly, on yours, you're going to say Catherine was famous for pageants and for dating AJ McCarron. I'll type that in a second. Hang on. I'm trying to see how to spell his name. All right, so that's what you're going to type on yours. So skip a couple lines and type that sentence for me, Carly. And Jamal, you're going to type Zelda became famous for being the first American flapper and also her writing. Okay, y'all let me know when you're done with that part, and then we just have the interesting fact left. Carly, you finished copying your sentence? Not yet? Okay. Jamal, let me know when you're done copying yours. The last thing that you're going to add on yours is going to be one interesting fact. Okay, Jamal says he's done. So Jamal, I'll do yours first while Carly's finishing up. Jamal, we're going to put one interesting fact about Zelda is, you could go ahead and write that. And while you're writing that, I'm going to read you how she died, because I think that is pretty interesting. And you can tell me if you want to use that for your interesting fact. Okay. So it says, after she got married, her husband, let me see here. They were living apart, and Zelda died because of coronary something, basically with her heart. But before that, after her husband's death, after her husband died, she attempted to write a second novel called Caesar's Things, but she had terrible mental illness and was hospitalized. So she never got to finish that book. So by that time, she had been in the hospital so long for her mental illness. She had gone through over 10 years of what they call electric shock therapy and also insulin shock therapy. And because of that, she suffered from severe loss of memory. So she couldn't remember anything, and was locked in a hospital, basically. So she was sedated and locked in a room on the 5th floor of the hospital. And she actually died because there was a fire in the hospital. And since she was locked in that room, she couldn't get out. So that was why she died. She was identified by her teeth and one of her slippers that they found. Thought that was pretty unique situation there. Do you want to sum that up, or you want me to sum that up, Jamal, and use that as your interesting fact, or you want to use something else? Okay, so Jamal, you can say, oops. One interesting fact about Zelda is that she died from a fire because she was locked in her hospital room, period. All right, there's yours. And then Carly, do you have an interesting fact you wanted to use for Catherine already? Well, you could say that one interesting fact is that she's my cousin. Or you could say an interesting fact is that she's married to AJ McCarron. What do you think? I agree, Jamal. It is pretty sad.
Interesting thing is her is your cousin.
Okay, so here, I'll put that down here at the bottom. So one interesting fact about Catherine is that she is Miss Brown's cousin by marriage. Okay, there it is at the bottom down there. All right, so once you have all of that copied, you're finished, and you'll be able to upload to our Padlet. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Padlet link in the chat box for you guys. And if you're watching this video and trying to follow along, the Padlet link will be in the description box. So you can copy and paste it from the description box to upload yours. Okay.